about the Warriors winning 12 of 15.
All right, you're right.
It's about them winning 7 straight road games.
What's going on?
It's about them being 3 games behind the 6th spot.
We did 4 hours Andrew Wiggins yesterday. What's going on with him?
Well, I'm going to play it for everybody out there before we go out to the line. Sham Sharania, an update on Andrew Wiggins.
I'm told Andrew Wiggins is dealing and tending to a serious family matter right now, and the Warriors are giving him his space. They're giving him his time. The expectation, Steve Kerr's spoken on it, the expectation is Andrew Wiggins will be returning at some point this season. They're optimistic about that, but they also understand he's going through this process. So we certainly wish him and his family the best as he deals with it.
So Wiggins, dealing with the private matter. He did last year, missed 25 games, came back, played well. Obviously, we don't know what's going on, and I'm going to respect that. I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate. I didn't last year. I'm not going to do it this year. But he's going to be out. But the team is in a better position to handle an absence from Andrew Wiggins. Why? Kaminga's a lot better. Kaminga's taking the leap, the third-year leap. Saw him at media day, and I was jumping up and down. I was like, Kaminga, I can't wait for you because he's been wanting the ball for a while. Well, he's balling. He's ascending. He's a star in the making. Moody coming in here, not playing, out of the rotation. Boom, starting. Stay ready, Moody. He's staying ready. He's like a veteran. You know, he's only in his third year. He acts like he's been in the league for 10 years. They're in a better position to withstand an absence from Andrew Wiggins, FP, but it doesn't sound like he's coming back anytime soon, at least from Sham Sharania, the tone there. And the Warriors, this is what makes them the Warriors in a first-class organization. They're a players-first organization. They will take care of their players. However long he needs to stay away, he will stay away, and they'll welcome him with open arms when he gets back.
And Chris Paul, Moody's trending on Twitter right now.
Because Moody's balling.
He's balling, dude. This might be a thing where it's okay. Like this, what's going on right now with the second unit and Moody stepping up and starting gives the Warriors the luxury to tell Andrew Wiggins that he can take as long as he wants. There's no pressure here to get back. And we don't know what it is, and it's not for us to speculate what it is, and you have to respect his personal life, but this is also go time, right? This is also, I wish he was here. We understand, but damn, I'd love you in the locker room. And like I said yesterday, like there's probably different takes on it within the locker room, depending on what it is. There's certain things where you're just like, dude, oh my God, take as much time as you want, and I hope you're okay. There's other things, dude, where everybody has an opinion, man. If there's 15 guys in a locker room, there may be 15 different opinions. Like, I wish he was here. Mm-hmm. I'm praying for him. I don't know why he took the time off. Like, so you'll say the things right publicly, but if it's as serious as that soundbite, then the Warriors is going to let him do his thing.
Yep. Nah, he's again, we hope that it's okay, but when he does come back, probably going to have to stick with Moody for a little bit until Wiggins gets his rhythm back, his legs back under him. I don't know if he's working out. I don't know anything. I really don't. Is he working out or is he just dealing with the personal matters? Is he staying in shape? I have no idea. Is the cardio right?
Was he in shape to start the season? There was some talk about that.
They said he was a little heavy, but it took him a while to come back from that rib injury. People I was talking to say, man, it took a while to come back from that rib injury he suffered in the LA Lakers series. So he wasn't right. He wasn't right. But you know what? He's balling. He was balling going into this absence here. So we'll respect his opinion. He gets back. It's another addition. He's a two-way player who was the second most important player during that championship run, the second best player. But now JK's coming. He's here. Moses Moody staying ready. Pods is playing well. TJD is dunking all over the rim. And now you got Chris Paul back. So you are better equipped to handle the absence of Andrew Wiggins this year. And that's why I don't think there should be any panic for Warrior fans over the next 24.
Dude, I don't think Pods is playing well right now all of a sudden. And I was captain of the fan club. I love the guy. He's a gamer, for lack of a better term. But he's been turning the ball over. His shot's not there. He scored 2 points last night.
No turnovers last night.
I know. But he's got to be more of a threat scoring for me before I'm just 100% convinced he's a starter. Is he a basketball player? Is he a baller? Does he add energy? All the things. Does he have a knack for knowing where the ball is coming off a rebound? All these. He made a big steal last night, so he does add. But I don't know. I think I would think about Moody and Wiggins as starters, but Wiggins, CP3, and Clay off the bench is pretty sick.
It's pretty sick. That's what I'm saying. If he comes back and he's playing alongside Clay and Chris Paul, that's a lot of firepower. That's a lot of firepower coming off that bench and what has been a very good season for the Warriors bench. All year, no matter who's been coming off the bench, it's been really, really good. Outscoring opponents, third in the NBA in points per game. They're playing well. But Pods, look, I like him when he's rebounding. I like him when he's just facilitating, moving, cutting, screening, taking charges. He does a lot of things that the box score doesn't tell you.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? You read the box score, and somebody may say, 32 minutes, 1 of 6. If he was struggling, do you think Kerr would have him out there for 32 minutes? Probably not. Probably not.
Possibly,
but probably not.
The last, 4 or 5 games, handful of games, I haven't seen what I saw early from him.
Right.
The swagger, the confidence. If I'm looking deeper than just the box score and the stats, the body language looks different to me too.
Yeah.
Something's been knocked out of his cocky. I don't know why. He just doesn't have that same. Last night he did. He was on the floor. He went to the free throw line after an and one, and he was like hands on his knees.
That was a huge play.
It was a huge play. So I love his effort. I love his intensity, but like I feel like his game is it's not where it was. Maybe it's just a little thing.
You're not gonna look. Could he hit a rookie wall? It's possible. It's possible he hit a rookie wall, but I don't think Pods is playing poorly at all. I'm very impressed with him. He's in the starting lineup. I haven't thought about Steve Kerr. I haven't questioned Steve Kerr whether or not he should change the starting lineup with Pods. Has he been as impactful? Probably not.
I might be off on this, but like now I can't do an interview with Pods.
No, yes you can. Pods is cool.
By
the way, the Podziemskis. I know the Podziemskis listen to the show. I met his father a couple months ago. He's like, "Oh man, I love you guys, man. I love you guys."
He's a gamer.
He is a gamer. He's a gamer. He's Pods. He's
probably never played this much like in a long time too.
I mean, it's a lot of games you're playing on that body, so we'll see about Pods. I'm not too concerned about him. All right, let's go to the lines again. Uncle Gene in Oakland, what's happening?
Hey, fellas. All right, quickly on the Warriors. Podziemski, I'm a big Podziemski fan too. But what I'm noticing, as a fan watching on TV, is that they seem to be tightening down on him. The defense is getting a lot tougher on him. I think that they're taking him a lot more seriously, and he's having to work harder for to score for one thing. But as you say, he's doing all these other things to value to the team. So I'd like to keep him right where he is in the lineup. I have to.
Uncle Gene, you still there? God, we call back. Love it. You get back there. I haven't heard from Love it all day.
Well, you guys have been rolling all day. Okay. You don't need me at all.
I feel you.
Pressing buttons.
I feel you. Press the right buttons.
Don't sell yourself short.
Shocked you talking
Giving Bonte lots of room today. Just give him room. Let him roll.
He's on a roll. It's not about me. He's
on a roll.
Can you play that again? Shocked you're talking to me?
Shocked you talking to me?
Is that how you feel, London? Is that how you feel? What if I did that? That would have been really bad. Let's go to Frank and San Leandro, man. Frank, what's happening? You're on the roast.
What's up, fellas? Long-time listener, man. Huge Warriors fan. Huge fan of you guys. I just had one quick take real quick. Bonte, we all love you. Always going to be behind you the same way behind Draymond. One thing that happened that I really liked about that exchange is it just brings the human factor to it. These athletes, they get paid big bucks. They're great. We idolize them, but they're human. They have feelings. And when it comes to somebody like Draymond, who we know his feelings is, right on the edge, the way he plays, the way he reacts, the way he does his podcast, we know that it's not fragile, but it's important. It's serious to him. And all I wanted to say here was we love both of y'all, and no hate either way, man. It's nothing but love.
All good. Appreciate you, Frank. Appreciate you.
The one thing I will say in Draymond's defense is that we want authenticity, and we do interviews 10 seconds after the game is over. If you talk to an athlete 10 seconds after the game is over, you're getting full adrenaline load in the interview.
Right. I'm
still flying high. I just high-fived all my teammates. We just won a big game at the Garden. You're getting me at the peak of the peak. So like you're gonna get every bit of my authenticity.
Right.
Like I always say, oh, Shaq swore in the post-game interview. Like that's what happens when we put a mic in front of somebody's mouth 10 seconds after the game is over. It's not like you've had time to like decompress, you're in the locker room, the media scrum comes around you, and you've had time to gather your thoughts. When you get those post-game walk-offs, dude, you don't know what you're gonna get.
No doubt.
And I like that.
We didn't know what we were going to get last night.
I like that part of it. I didn't know that was going to happen, but the true adrenaline rush athlete right after the game, you just don't know what you're going to get.
No doubt. You're right. You're right. That's why they have the whole cooling off period, right? Usually media's not allowed in the locker room for about, 20 minutes after the game?
Yeah.
Because they need to cool down. It just kind of woosah. I would need 45 minutes, honestly. Let's go to Samita in Los Altos. Samita, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Samita, what's happening?
Hey. Yeah, no, Hey guys, long-time listener, first-time caller. You did pronounce my name right. I wanted to talk about the Warriors' tendency to collapse when they have a lead more than 8 or 9 points. It's a really disturbing trend, which I think is going to be a big problem going into the playoffs. I know everybody talks about the championship DNA, and hey, we've been here before, etc. But when they get a lead, they start playing like a bad AAU team. They make real basic mistakes. They turn the ball over. They miss layups. It just looks kind of sloppy. And I'm wondering what you guys think about, their emotional fatigue with all of the drama that's gone on last year, this year, the changing rotations, the suspensions, the trades, the pool situation. It kind of feels like they're a little lost when they're up like that. The cohesion doesn't really show.
Right.
I think they get a little 3 happy at the end of the half and toward the end of a game, which allows the other team to have breakouts and get easy buckets. And all of a sudden, your 15-point lead is like 6.
That's a good call. No, you're spot on with that. Fitz mentioned that last night on the broadcast too. The offense does get a little clunky. They're moving the ball around left and right, and in the last 2.5, 3 minutes, they do get a little. They try to hit that home run and knock you out instead of just hitting singles and doubles and just running the bases. To use a baseball analogy, FP, I hope you like that.
Thanks, because that's all I can understand. I had a financial guy once telling me about my money and how he's going to invest, and he's like, it's just like a double play, and you flip the ball to this guy, and I'm like, dude, I'm not dumb. Tell me what I need to hear. No, I'm with you, dude. Like they need to learn, they need to finish, and that's what is that defense? Mm-hmm. At the end of the half, at the end of the game,
and just better shot selection.
Better shot selection.
Yes, because it's been an issue all season long for them. We just saw it in the Denver game. 14-0 run before half. They dominated the first 21 minutes of that basketball game. And as you look up, wait, it's a tie basketball game? What the hell happened? Denver went on a 14-0 run because you got a little sloppy at the end of the half. And, of course, Denver took control there. So they do have to get better with that. Now, emotionally, mentally, I think they're in the best spot they've been in all season long.
Absolutely.
They've won 12 of 15. Mully was saying this a few weeks ago. At some point, over an 18-game stretch, you're going to have to go 14-4. Well, right now they're 12-3 through their last 15. Looking good. And you look at next week's schedule here, you get Toronto, Boston, Milwaukee, Chicago, San Antonio. Can you get me to 4-1? Maybe 3-2? 3-2 at worst? I think they can do it.
Dude, the 7 in a row on the road is huge for me because road wins hit different. Because road wins, it's just the group together. It's the group on the plane. It's the group in the clubhouse. You're together more. And it's a way to bring a team together. I always thought early in a season, if you had a nice road trip, it really brought you together, right? Because you're having beers afterwards, maybe all going to dinner together. When you have the off day in New York, maybe 6, 7, 8 guys go out. And when you're winning, you have that happy flight. It's a way to keep momentum going. Because when you win at the highest level, the flight's a big party. And then the bus ride to the airport's a big party. And there's no weird tension where you have to leave it in the locker room. So the fact that they've won 7 on the road speaks to itself. 7 on the road. But it can bring a team together is what I'm saying. I don't know if they needed this. Maybe they needed this. Maybe they're kind of rallying around the fact that Wiggins isn't there. But the defense and the effort last night, it's been really good for a nice 3-week stretch now. Nice 20-game stretch. But last night was next level. I don't know if that was New York, Madison Square Garden. As a fan, you were a fan last night. We were fired up to see that game.
It also helps that New York, the Knicks are a heavy, isolation-heavy team. There's not a lot of ball movement with that basketball team. Jalen Brunson is an isolation player. Now, he can get his, but it's ISO, dribble, pass it around. Let's play one-on-one hoops. Their offense is not constructed to have the ball moving like the Golden State Warriors. That's the beauty of the Golden State Warriors and the way they play offensive basketball. Everybody's sharing it. It's 0.5. You're moving it. The ball's hopping around. You get the 30 assists, and you're feeling good about yourselves, and you're getting 300 passes a game, which they love to get to. They love that number, 300, 315 passes per game. The Knicks, they don't move. Tom Thibodeau's offenses, every team he's coached, that's what their offense looks like. That type of offense is not going to win you an NBA championship, and it's certainly not going to win you a mini playoff series. So isolation teams like those Rockets teams with James Harden, they became easier to defend because they were so predictable, FP, and that's the Knicks offense last night. But give the Warriors credit. Moody and Kuminga locked up Jalen Brunson. He was 11-25. He got his 27, but they made him work for that, FP. And DiVincenzo struggled yesterday, 2-12 from the three-point line.
Yeah, he tried to do too much against his old team, it seemed like. But when you're talking about Brunson, that was a quiet 27. Those are like
That's what I'm saying.
Those are like base hits in the ninth inning of a blowout game. It just didn't seem like they were big shots. And the way the Warriors started, they said Steph set the tone last night. Like, we got to give Steph a lot of credit. We just sometimes think about other angles to talk about games, but him coming out and hitting those threes in the Garden, we were all thinking, here comes a 50-point night.
Burger.
Here we go, dude. This is great, New York. But still went for 31 and did his thing. But he set the tone early in the game for the rest of the guys.
No doubt. No doubt he did. No doubt. Let's go to